One of my jobs at school is to deal with students who make poor choices. And sometimes when they come to talk to me, they know that they made a mistake and they're already sorry and they want to know what they can do to make it right. And sometimes when they come to talk to me, they are full of excuses and they are ready to blame anybody and everybody else. And they are not ready to listen to what anybody has to say to them. In Proverbs chapter 19 and verse 20, it says, "Listen to counsel and accept discipline, that you may be wise the rest of your days." Or the end of that verse can also be that you may be wise in your latter days. And I think that it's important for both children and adults to listen to counsel and to accept discipline or correction or training, to have those people in our lives who will speak God's truth to us, who will hold us accountable, who will say, you've said you want to grow in your faith, but here's what I'm seeing. Have you thought about this? It is easy, even as adults, to immediately become defensive when we feel like somebody is correcting us. But having that wisdom poured into us, listening to those people that God has placed in our lives who want to point us to Him, who want our lives to be a reflection of His love and His glory, is what will cause us to be wise. And I think that for some of us, myself included, it takes a long time. So it's not okay, now I've kind of solved that issue in my life. I've reached the pinnacle of wisdom. It's something that we need to continue. And so even as adults, even as we get older, we need to still be willing to listen to counsel, still be willing to accept discipline and correction and training, so that in our latter days, we will grow in wisdom. So my encouragement to you today is to think about the people in your life who speak wisdom to you. Not just the people who tell you what you want to hear, not just the people who will agree with you, whether you're right or wrong, but people who will honestly, prayerfully bring you to God's word and remind me of how we are supposed to live and the attitudes that we're supposed to have as Christians. When we listen to counsel, when we accept discipline and correction, it's one of the tools that God uses to develop wisdom in us today.